You're listening to Sunroot Sessions, a space for grounded healing and everyday wisdom. I'm your host, Sam, medical astrologer and TCM student practitioner, helping you reconnect with your body, your rhythm, and your roots. This is where ancient traditions meet modern life. If you enjoy this space, don't forget to follow the podcast so you never miss a session. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of medical astrology. Whether you're a curious seeker, a seasoned herbalist, or someone who's just wondering why your stomach always acts up around the full moon, this episode's for you. Let's get started. So, first things first, what exactly is medical astrology? Think of it as the original holistic health system of the West, the ancient practice of linking the stars, the planets, to the human body. And I'm not talking about vague horoscopes. Not fortune cookie vibes. No. This has roots. Egyptian temples, Babylonian libraries, Greek philosophy, and later, even European universities. Back then, physicians were actually required to pass astrology exams before they could practice medicine. Yep, totoo yan. You can look it up. At its core, medical astrology helps you see your constitution, your energetic blueprint, the unique way you hold health, vitality, even imbalance. It looks at your natal chart, the sky at the moment you were born. That chart isn't just personality, it's body, it's energy, it's your rhythms. So instead of asking, when will I catch my next cold? We're asking, what systems are most sensitive in my body? What imbalances am I naturally prone to? When might I need to protect my energy from stress or the environment? In short, it's not about predicting disease, although it can definitely do that. It's about understanding your body's map, your strengths, your weak spots, and the cycles that shape both. And when you know your map, you navigate your health differently. Ever notice this? Some people run hot. They move fast. They burn bright, but also burn out quickly. Others, more grounded, stable, but digestion is sluggish, or they hold weight, or they struggle with congestion. Why the difference? Medical astrology says look at the elements: fire, earth, air, water. Too much fire, hello inflammation. Heavy earth, think slow metabolism, stagnation, toxic buildup. The air types, quick minds, but anxious nerves. Water types, intuitive, but maybe edema or phlegm. And then we add the planets. The moon shows your digestive rhythm. Saturn reveals where chronic issues might sit. Mars, acute inflammation, fevers, injuries. When you look at a whole chart, you're not just saying, oh, you're a Leo, so you're dramatic. No, it's way deeper than that. It shows, do you run hot or cold, moist or dry, strong or fragile in certain systems? And from there, we see how those tendencies show up in your body. That's the art. That's the science. Now, let's pause. Because it's just as important to know what medical astrology is not. It's not fortune telling. It's not a magic wand. It's not your doctor. Medical astrology doesn't say, oh, you'll get sick on Thursday at 3 p.m. No, it says, these are the areas you might need support. Here's when your energy could dip. Here's where it might spike. Think of it like a weather forecast. The chart says cloudy with a chance of storms, right? But you still decide if you're bringing an umbrella. You still decide if you leave the house. Free will, always. But wouldn't it help to know if you're stepping out into rain or shine? That's what medical astrology does. Forecasts, not fates. So how does all this play out in everyday life? Let's talk digestion, for example. The moon governs digestion. Its sign, its phase, they shift how your body processes food. A waning moon in Virgo, great time for fasting or gentle detox. A waxing moon in Cancer, perfect for warm, nourishing meals, comfort foods that rebuild. Now, let's talk about sleep. The moon and Neptune influence dreams, circadian rhythms. Struggling with insomnia, sometimes it's not just stress, it could be Mars firing up in your chart, keeping you wired at night. What about stress itself? Mercury and Uranus rule the nervous system. When Mercury's busy, you get racing thoughts, tension headaches. Mars again, he's the burnout king. You push too hard and your body lets you know. And one of the most practical gifts of all, timing. Electional astrology lets you choose the best time for surgery, treatment, or even starting a new herbal protocol because timing matters in nature, in your body, and yes, even in the stars. Now, let's zoom out. How does medical astrology fit with other holistic systems like traditional Chinese medicine or Ayurveda? Surprisingly, beautifully, because they all speak the same language. TCM has 5 elements: fire, water, wood, metal, earth. Ayurveda uses 3 doshas: vata, pitta, kapha. In medical astrology, we have the 4 elements: fire, earth, air, and water. Different vocab, same principle. Health is about balance, not just symptom chasing. And that's the thread. These systems all see you as an energetic being in cycles, in relationship with nature. Astrology can layer into acupuncture, into herbal medicine, into seasonal wellness. It gives another lens to understand energy flow, organ function, emotional patterns. It's not either or, it's yes and. So let's wrap this up. Medical astrology is ancient, but its insights are still shockingly modern. It doesn't replace your doctor. It doesn't hand you a diagnosis. What it does, it shows you your patterns, your strengths, your sensitivities. It helps you understand digestion, stress, sleep, timing, a whole lot of things. It helps you see when your body might need more support, when to push, when to rest. So, maybe, looking up at the stars can actually help you feel more grounded in your body. Thanks for tuning in to Sunroot Sessions. If today's episode helped you feel seen, grounded, or just a little more curious, share it with someone who needs it. You can also book a session with me or join our growing community via the links in the description. Until next time, stay rooted, stay radiant.